Hey, thanks a lot, Sam. Yes, Steve Sattler and I go back a long, long ways, and he said that if I didn't let him on the show, that he'd bring out a couple of, let's just say,
some of those old stories.
Yeah,
right?
some of the old blooper tapes you got there. Good morning to you, Steve. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Now, I understand that you used to, you were shooting for another television station. Don't say that to Sam.
Yeah.
Back in the days of the old GHO with Sammy Davis, and of course, we had, Bob Hope coming in there. I just thought that maybe we could grab you just for a minute or so to tell us a story from what it was like to be on the, maybe one specific thing that happened to you while you were shooting out there.
One of my best memories is I used to do a lot of the color stuff, when the celebrities came in. So I would go out and shoot different interviews with a lot of the celebrities that came in. At that time, the club was privately run. It was over in Wethersfield, and they were getting some big stars in from Hollywood. Bob Hope, Jackie Gleason, Sammy Davis. So there was a really classiness to it, because these guys used to play golf. Bing Crosby and Bob Hope played it out in Hollywood all the time. So, and they became quite known for playing golf.
Well, did you ever get to meet any of them, to get up close to talk to any of them?
Well, here's the thing. I love the old classic movies and the Bob Hope and Bing Crosby road films and all that. The first film that Bob Hope did was a movie called The Big Broadcast of 1938 with W.C. Fields.
Oh, my gosh.
W.C. Fields is my all-time favorite, and I collect a lot of those old classic comedies. So the nearest in my lifetime I would ever get even close to one of these old-time film guys was Bob Hope. So me being a cameraman, when Bob Hope and his entourage was around, they would let the cameramen come right up front. So all the 3 TV stations all gathered around in a circle, and they knew that I wanted to talk to them, the other camera guys, because we could elbow our way right up front. So as soon as he got out of the limo and came up onto the course, I was one of the first ones to got to talk to him before things got really hectic and he had to do a lot of the official stuff. So I had an old picture of him in that movie with W.C. Fields and the woman that used to be in a lot of the road pictures with her, Dorothy Lamour. So
you were on a mission, Steve. You were on a mission.
So I show him that picture, and the other cameraman kind of block everybody around, and they start filming the interview with me talking to Bob Hope. And Bob looks at the picture and he goes, "Oh my goodness, where did you get this picture from?" Because it had the 3 of them. It was one of those Hollywood pictures that, there wasn't the internet then, so you couldn't just go look for these pictures. You had to find this stuff in trade magazines or something like this. So I show him the picture, and he starts telling me about making the movie. And that was the first movie where he sang "Thanks for the Memories," which became his theme song for forever, whatever he did. And I just started to realize that he was quite an icon. He's met every president since the Truman, all the way up even to the second George Bush. And he came to the White House, performed for them, plus he went to the USO tours. So it was quite a unique experience to meet and talk to him. And then when we were done, all the other cameramen gave me their videotapes. So I have it like from 3 angles.
Wow.
Little classic movie of talking with Bob Hope. And I got to talk to him a little bit, 5 minutes or something. And that was one of the most unique experiences. The GHO was different then.
Oh, yeah.
It had a lot of that old Hollywood flavor to it.
All right, I gotta jump.
Okay.
Hey, one last thing, because I know Sam has got to do his thing and you got to help him out. Real quick, did he sign it? Did he sign the picture?
Yes, he did.
All right, I got to see that. All right.
Yes.
Save that and let me take a look at that. Steve Sattler, you're an old friend and an old pal, and I really appreciate it. And I know you're going through a lot of stuff in your family right now, and my thoughts and prayers are with you. And remember that we're always here if we can lend a hand. And I just wanted people to have a sense. And Steve's been a great shooter for many years here in the Hartford area, different television stations, and he's got some stuff that he could tell you, but that's totally off the air. Thanks a lot, Steve.
All right, thanks, Steve.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.